fairly big repo in my opinion, and the way it is it's all Docker based right now, and all the images are set up, and I just want to show you the services that are running. The --show is actually wrong. You don't do it that way. That's what I kind of figured. And these are the services that are running right now. They're all in a healthy state. They're fine. Probably a more common command that somebody might do is something like that, but it's just going to flood you with too much information, and that shows you way too much. So the way I did it there basically was Docker, and I said format it in this table format and just show names and statuses. Okay, so that's what you got there. You do it again. So I can do a clear here to clear the screen. I can do a PWD to show you which directory I'm in. I can list out the directory in alphabetical basic order. Sorry, that was bad of me. There we go. And so what you see here, you're seeing over here. Okay, this is the same thing. If I just sort of tighten that up a bit there, you know, there's a .clod. It's obviously somewhere around here. Where is that? I don't know why it's kind of doing it, but there's the .clod. There's the .dev container, and you know the .github is there, and there's a git ignore. So the repo is public repo, and if you want to see that, we'll show you that later, but this is the repo here, okay? So what you see is what you get. There's not a lot of abstraction here. So we're not running a, for example, React framework. This is HTML based. It's very light on the front end. It's very easy to work with. That was the idea. I didn't want something super complex that, you know, you got to be 5 different skill sets to get running. You still need a lot of skills to do this, but it's based on a lot of the basic stuff that you need. So, and it does everything you still want. I don't need special components. I'm not doing 3D drawings in here and spinning, you know, live models around. I do a lot of stuff, but I don't need all that extra heavy tooling. 99% of what I want to do is done with the tools you see. So it's based on Python, Docker Compose, and so forth. This would handle probably 100 users quite well just with this type of setup, in my opinion. But I think if you're going to have, let's say, more than 10 or 20 users, and you want it stable, it should be available. I would say do this in a Kubernetes environment. So you would start with K3D. That's, in my opinion, what I recommend. Get that set up, get your Helm charts working, and then spin it up in a K3S type of Kubernetes and host it somewhere. But that costs a lot of money, and it's not the way I would really do this. I would host this locally on a machine and then basically set up a proper domain. You know, I have a friend of mine who's going to be helping me out with some of that, and so that's coming along. Just there's no rush to get into that right now. That's not the point of what we're trying to demonstrate here today. So what I'm trying to demonstrate is a lot different. It's this other stuff over